What's up, guys? I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to my NXT Stand and Deliver predictions. This is a kind of new setup, so definitely let me know what you guys think. Um, I've left like some bits out that are most of the time used for my stream, so I don't know what the sound's going to be like. So definitely let me know how the sound is. But I hope it's good on your end, though, guys. But this won't be like a deep in prediction, but just I want to say my thoughts on stuff and do some predictions. And if you have your own predictions, definitely drop them in the comments. And I would love to see who actually gets more right. That's always the fun part of this. So the first, I'm gonna go by matches that I'm least hyped about, and then go into the matches that I'm more into. Um, so first of all, I'll probably say the tags is the one I'm least excited about. And when I say tags, I mean the men's tags. Um, so you got the Gallus versus the Creed brothers versus the Don and Stacks. The reason I'm not as hyped for this match, I think it's been an okay build, but I don't think they've gone out of their way where I think they could have with the talent. I think it's just been basic build, basic hype. So I'm going with Gallus to retain here. Now, the reason I'm going for that, I think if the Creed brothers, I just think you send the Creed brothers up. I think you send them up to the main roster. If it's true, they're having a draft soon, I think you send them up. Not sure if you send the entire faction up, but you definitely send those two up. So it'd be really cool to see what they're doing there. The Dawn and Stacks, I think it's too early. As I said, I would have preferred Pretty Deadly to have this matchup. It would have been less predictable. Even though it might even, one of those things might even go and beat Gallus, but I don't know, I can't see it. I'll definitely love to hear your thoughts and views on that, though, guys. Yeah, I'm going with Gallus. I think it's going to be a really good match. It's a really strong match, and yeah, I don't think there's any matches on this card that I'm like, I don't really want to see that. Every match on this card, I'm pretty hyped for, so I can't really complain too much, which is a first for me. But then the next match, go with Chase U versus Schism. This one, it's the same thing. The build's been okay. I think it's very basic. I'm shocked this got on to the takeover. To be honest, or do they call it a takeover now? I don't even know. But yeah. It's a tough one to call because are they gonna use? Because if you ain't been paying much attention to the build and that, whoever wins gets the University of Chase U. So if it's Chase U or if it's the Schism, then you find out. But I'm going with Chase U here. I think I just, if they do that, I don't want to see this team or this group break up. I think Chase U is saying that they've got a lottery ticket with, and it's a very golden thing, like Rusev Day. And I don't think they should waste that. But I am concerned about what's his name, the guy that's in their group. Not Andre Chase. Duke Hudson. I'm concerned he's gonna turn, but I don't think they break him up. I think they tease it. And I'm hoping they come away with a win here. But in saying that, Schism's first match is the Rock's daughter, Ava Rain, I think her name is. So they could pull one, but I'm going to Chase U. I want to stick strong. Chase U. So I want to stick with my boys, and I want to see them win. What's the next match? Oh, the women's tags. This one is too predictable for me. The champions are losing. It's as straightforward as that. It's like I'm loving the story they're doing here with Kiana James and Fallon. I'm liking the diversity between them, that they're not the same, and they really link up really well. I've liked the story. I like how even though they're a team, they're not like, oh look, like we get on really well. Like there's literally no issues. Like there's still issues going on. My issue with what they've done though, the women's tag belts are completely irrelevant in the entire story. So you need to get those belts off them. For one, that takes the pressure off Kiana and Fallon, because the belts shouldn't have gone on them in the first place, in my own opinion. It was really nice that they won the belts, but per storyline, I don't think the belts made much sense for them to win. I don't think it made a lot of sense. I felt they should have just kept the current champs, and then you built that up, which at the time was Katana and Kaden. I remember correctly. They're another team. Should be main roster bound. And I feel you should have built them up against Isla Dawn and Fire. But yeah, they're definitely winning here. We're gonna have new champions. I'll be very surprised if they don't win the belts. I'll be very surprised because they've been built up very well. I can't see them taking a loss anytime soon. And yeah, I think it will be in some heel fashion, or they might even just own it. They might just prove that they are the team to beat. But yeah, I can't see the champs to retain. I love the champions in Kiana and Fallon, but it makes no sense for them to keep those belts. I think their storyline works best when they don't have those belts. Then you put those belts on someone else, and when the time is right, if that team is still together after the storyline, then you have them go for the belts. I just felt it was we're lacking women tags. Fuck it, let's just push them. And I didn't like that because I feel Kiana and Fallon have a lot going for them right now, and I don't like them being shoved in the deep end like that. So, yeah, I'm hoping we get new women's tag champs and you build the roster around them. Because, remember correctly, they've not won gold in NXT. Alba Fire had 2 shots at the main title and she lost. So get her as a champion, as a tag champ, that would be solid. So yeah, that's my say on that. I'm trying to remember each match as it goes along. Because I'm trying to make sure I don't forget any. But if I have forgot any, definitely let me know, guys. North American title. So you got the North American title, you got the women, and then is it the main event? You got 5 matches on the card, right? Sorry guys, because I haven't actually got it on the screen in front of me. I'm just using my head. Yeah. So I'll go with the North American match. I want to say about this match. This match could steal the weekend, including WrestleMania. This match is going to be so hard to beat on WrestleMania. The only match I can see competing against this one is the IC title match on the WrestleMania card, which I will be doing I will do a WrestleMania card if you like this sort of stuff, guys. So definitely let me know if you actually enjoy this sort of stuff. If you like this layout, then definitely let me know. Yeah, let's get back into it. The North American title match, I believe, is it a ladder match or is it just a normal match? I think it's just a normal match if I remember correctly, and it's the women's one that's a ladder match, right? So, yeah. So, You got... Is it J.D. Madonna? I forgot how you say this guy's name. Elijah... Dragunov. I always fucking forget how to say the guy's name. He's literally one of my top guys. Always fucking forget how to say his name. I've got to learn that one. But let's just say his second name. He's literally one of my top guys. Then you got Axiom, Wesley, and the debut of the top guy, Dragon fucking Lee. I see lots of people saying Wesley's going to retain here because it don't make a lot of sense for Wesley to lose. This one's hard to predict because a lot of these guys can win this one. Let me go through them. So JD and is it Dragunov? I'm just going to say second name because I don't want to fuck it up. Those two are not winning. They are in a feud at the moment. They are not winning. Axiom, too early. Great wrestler, but still got a lot to explore with his development and his character. But in terms of his wrestling ability, next to none. Guy is phenomenal. He's a natural. But then it comes down to the last two. This is where I'm concerned. Cause I'm like, yeah, Wes ain't stale. Wesley is more than ready in terms of his reign. I think he's not stale. I think he's doing great. But at the same time, it's Dragon Lee. Do they have Dragon Lee's first match and for him to not win? I don't think they do. So I hate to say it. I think we get a new champion. And I get it. They don't know a lot about this guy, so they might be just playing with fire here. And it's like, oh, you just put the belt on someone that you haven't even seen wrestle. I get that, but the guy, from what I've seen, he's a star. He's a world-class, phenomenal athlete. So from what I've seen, yeah. So it's tough. I can see it. But if West was to retain, I wouldn't be surprised and I wouldn't be mad. But my prediction, Dragon Lee's winning. That's what I'm going with. It's a ballsy one, but I think they know they got something special with this guy and they're gonna push him to the moon. And I'm not against that. But as I said, if they keep it on Wesley, wouldn't be mad either. So the next match you got is the women's. This is a ladder match, I believe. That's why I got them mixed up. So this one's a ladder match. So you got Indy Hartwell, Tiffany Stratton, Zoe Stark, Roxanne Perez, and Valkyra. Is that how you say her name? So I can't. It's another one of them matches. It's the same as the North American. Another one. I'm not trying to show any lack of respect, but again, a lot of these don't stand a chance in winning this for me. I'll be very surprised if they did. Zoe Stark, she ain't winning. Like, I like Zoe Stark. I like the stuff she's doing. She's got to lose here, and I would like to see her get a match against Nikita Lyons. Then you finish up that feud and you push Zoe Stark up. You don't waste any time. I think it's a waste of her talent and a waste of her time. Does it suck that she wouldn't win gold on NXT? Well, I know she won tags, but I mean the main title. Yes, But then look at some talents that didn't. Like Becky Lynch never won a title in NXT. She's one of the best of all time. So I don't think that affects someone at all if they've got the talent to back them up. So yes, Zoe Stark for me ain't got a chance. I said this before and I'll say it again. Sol Ruka should have been in this match. It would have made it less predictable. I would have believed not her to win, but she would throw her hat in her name in the hat a lot better than some of these other talents. I'm not saying these talents aren't good, but I don't think they're up to the level of like the Roxannes. Yeah. So Zoe Stark's not winning. Zoe Stark is phenomenal. Don't get my words twisted, but I think she'll be better on the main roster. They're in dire need of talents on SmackDown at the moment. They're crying out for Zoe Stark. Like they are crying out for someone like her. Same as in the Hartwell. I think it's her last run. I think this is a good buy for her. Well, I hope so. She should have been on the main roster a long time ago. So I'm hoping this is a good good buy for her, and I can see that's why they didn't put Sol Ruka in, because they wanted to give her moment until she goes to the main roster. And if the draft is going to happen, put her on Raw and reunite her with Dexter. And you give LeRae something to do as well. Like you've got something going there. And then Valkyra, great talent again, another great talent, but again she's not winning. It's like the majority of women, they're going to put in a really good showing. It's going to be one of the matches of the night. It's going to be phenomenal. Like the stuff they're going to pull off, phenomenal. But there's so many names in here. I'm just like, you are not winning. And you should not win. Whoever takes the belt off Roxanne has to be ready. It can't be an upcoming star. It's got to be someone that's got the wrestling ability and the star appeal that a Roxanne does. And I don't think many of them have that on the main roster. Not on the main roster, on the NXT women's roster. So much talent on there, but I'm not sure many have the appeal of a Roxanne. The only ones that come to mind for me are Cora Jade. She's one of them. She's got the appeal. Apparently she's been off, and she weren't added to this match because she's on the side. She's on the sidelines apparently, and that sucks. So I wish her the best. And the other one is a woman in this match, Tiffany Stratton. This woman is phenomenal. Her moonsault is phenomenal. I want to see that moonsault. I want to see her do a spot in this match that is unbelievable. And you know she's going to do something incredible. I don't think... Did I miss anyone else in that match? So Valkyra, Indy, Zoe... That's all of them, right? I just want to make sure I don't miss out any names in there, because that would be rude. Yeah, it's I think if I'm going with Roxanne to retain, but don't be surprised if Tiffany Stratton pulls off the upset and is your new women's champion. And the reason I say that is because they're trying to build a structure around someone. I feel it's Roxanne, but that also adds to Roxanne's story. If she was to lose here, you have Tiffany break so many young fans' hearts who love Roxanne. Tiffany has that appeal about her. She thrives as a heel. She's phenomenal, and she's got the wrestling ability to go with her amazing character. So, I'm going with Roxanne, but I wouldn't be shocked if Tiffany pulled off the upset. But the reason I'm going with Roxanne, I feel they want to stick with her and they want to see what else Tiffany does. And I think they'll set up a match between the two if Jade is not back in that time. If she's still in the sidelines, I think they set that match up and that feud. But that's my thoughts on that, guys. If you also do agree, then or basically if you disagree, definitely post it in the comments, guys. I'd love to hear what you would all have to say. And then we get on to the main event, which is Carmelo Hayes, the man who does not miss. He is him versus the Wrecking Machine, who is Bron Breakker. He has dominated this division for the past, I'll say, 2 years. He's not everyone is his biggest fan because his wrestling ability, he's not your so-called NXT star. And what I mean by that, we're so used to having all these brilliant wrestlers in NXT. Then you got someone like Bron, who reminds me of a Brock Lesnar, like a younger Brock, where he does all of these flashy moves. He's got a great character behind him, and he uses all power, speed, and he's got good wrestling ability. Not great, but good. Good enough to get him by. But the issue what they got right now, you got Carmelo Hayes. And this guy has been him and has been ready for a long time. And fans feel Bron's been not dodging him, but the match has been they've kept them away from each other for so long, and fans feel it's Carmelo Hayes' time, and I do agree with that. And that's why you got the Bron Breakker sucks chants. You got save us Mello chants. I've heard them all. Like you can't unhear them. Like they're not like they're big chants that you hear when you're watching NXT. But look, I think if Bron was to win here, I think you piss off a lot of fans. Bron winning here makes no sense. He loses here, you send him to Raw. I don't want to see. I want them to get rid of this thing. Get rid of the rematch clause. Get rid of it. I hate it. Like, I despise it. Because you know they're not going to win it back when they lose. And if they do, like, make them earn it. So make them go to the back of the line and make them go and fight people. Like, make them earn it. Like you've seen in a North American title picture. No one's just been given it. They fucking had to bust their ass for that. So Bron should not be winning. And I hope they make the right choice here. I really hope they make the right choice with Bron Breakker losing. And if Bron was to stay, he's just gonna eat another loss, or they do something more silly and they do a hot potato thing and they get him to beat Mella for 50-50 booking. That makes no fucking sense. So this match is WrestleMania weekend. Have him beat Bron Breakker. Don't care if it's clean. I don't care if it's dirty. If you get Trick Williams to get involved, I do not give a rat's ass. You give this man his fucking crown. That's what you do. You give him his crown, as that he said in the promo on NXT. Give him his crown. He is him. And he should be your new NXT world champion. No ifs and buts. Just get it done. Don't mess around with it. The guy's ready. The guy has been ready since he lost the North American title. And the guy's been having to wait and go into his silly little feuds to waste time. And I'm glad that they brought that up in their build, where he said he had to jump through certain people to just get to Braun. He shouldn't have had to do that. He's ready. And as basically you can see by my tone, I get annoyed. Because this guy's been ready for a long ass time, and you're wasting world class ability in Carmelo Hayes. So, you build the roster around this guy. You have him beat your biggest guy, which is Bron Breakker. You push Bron Breakker. After WrestleMania weekend, you push him up to Raw. And you set a new foundation for NXT. And you build it around Carmelo Hayes. It's that straightforward. It's really not that hard. It's really not. I don't care if it's clean. I don't care if he does it in a heel way. I don't care. Get Carmelo as NXT champion. And I'm so sorry, guys. I completely forgot. And I am disgraced that I forgot about this match because it's one of my most anticipated matches. So I'm very sorry about that. But we've got Grayson Waller versus Johnny fucking Wrestling. Johnny Gargano. Mr. NXT. Mr. NXT Takeover. So, it's this match is a tough one because I was having this chat with someone the other day, and they was like, oh, but they could book it as Grayson as Johnny gets his time back on Grayson, and I'm just like, perhaps, maybe. But they could also do this thing where it's Grayson gets one over on Johnny, and you book this guy as a heel. But the reason I'm going with Johnny, even though you could flip it both sides, I'm going with Johnny because Johnny needs it more than anyone. He's drowning on Raw. He needs something. And the rumour is the plan is to get him back with Tommaso Ciampa. I've heard it's just a rumour, so don't misquote me or say, oh no, you said he's going to come back here and there. It's just a rumour. But if that rumour is to be true, does Johnny lose here? How does it help Johnny? So, and you could also flip that. With Grayson to lose here, what does it do for Grayson? It doesn't affect him at all. The guy's a star. He's just brilliant. And I think, Joe, what, if actually anything, this helps Grayson. Because if he was to lose this match against Johnny, and it's an unsanctioned match as well, so it's not a normal wrestling match. So there could be this conspiracy thing against Grayson. So I'm going with Johnny. I think it's going to be a clean win for Johnny. And I think it's going to be a fucking banger. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed my predictions. Definitely let me know what you guys thought of this prediction video. I hope you all have enjoyed. I'll be uploading this up to my channel as soon as I can, guys. And if you have any questions, definitely drop them in the comments. And and if you have your own predictions, so if you think there's going to be any returns, anyone showing up, definitely drop it all in the comments, guys. And yeah, let's actually see who gets more points on there. But until next time, guys, I'm going to head off. I hope you all have enjoyed my predictions video. But until next time, guys, and definitely stay tuned because I will be doing a WrestleMania one as well. So definitely let me know if you have enjoyed this. And I hope you guys all have a great WrestleMania weekend. Bye bye, guys. Bye.